example, I want to kind of use some stuff from the previous examples, but now work with the webcam video. And I have here, I wrote a sketch. Now I will write it again on this video. It's kind of go through step by step, but I might kind of check out a few things from here. So I'll actually copy this for now. So I'm using this 640 by 480 because that's like good for the small resolution webcam. And let's check the reference. Something about video. Oh, capture. Okay. So here's the reference for kind of getting the webcam stream from your computer. And so we need a variable, and then we store this capture object to that variable. And then let's try this first. So let webcam, and then webcam equals create capture, and then we have to pass this thing called video. And now when we run this, it will actually show also, it will draw our canvas here, and that is just gray now, and it's putting another div here, like an element for this webcam. And that might be handy if you want to kind of compare the thing, your code, and then the raw webcam image. But we can just say webcam dot hide for now, and now it's gone. And now here, again, we can just say image webcam 0.0. I'm missing this thing here. Nope. Sorry, that's, these are supposed to be commas. So then, here we go. I stop that. Now, I have an idea, like about a thing we could do with this. So let's go step by step. So what I was thinking about, it was actually, it's a similar technique I recently used on a theater play. So I had some old video clips from the 20s. It was like this burlesque inspired classical music concert, and also there was like drag artists and burlesque artists, and so this whole thing, and I made some intro videos for that, and then I used these source videos, these clips from the 20s, and then I divided the video clips into smaller size, and then shuffled those around, and it worked pretty well. Anyways, so I kind of want to do the same thing here with you. So first, let's figure out how we can take, like if we have the whole video frame here, how we can take a smaller part from that video. And we can actually use the, let me check here what I did. We can use the get again. So I'm just creating a new variable, and then I'm saying that webcam.get from, and this is the upper left corner of the square we are defining, and then I will say let's do like 100 by 100, something like this. And now here, let's just change this variable. So now we have this small subframe of the whole frame, and we can use this. Now, we could again let x equal let's just for now, let's do a random. This will be a bit too much, but random width let y equal random height, and then do xy here. So now this thing is just randomly like showing these different frames. But it's kind of like, this is the effect I'm going for, and then kind of the next thing is just to figure out how we can make something a bit less chaotic out of this. So I was thinking that let's divide this, let's write a for loop, and let's divide this big frame, let's divide that like vertically to a smaller frame. So let's say for let y equal 0, y, no, actually I have a better idea. Let's do for I equals, let I equal 0, I is smaller than, then let's say that we divide it to 8 pieces. So 8, and then I plus plus. And now here, let's we could say that let y equal I times width divided by 8. Okay, that was right. And now let's just see that we have this thing working. Actually, this will be x, not y. Sorry about that. And apparently here's a typo. Okay, so that will be the x. And now we can just say that let y equal 0, because y will be 0 here all the time. And here we say that the sub video frame is, we're getting it from x and y, and then the width of this piece will be width divided by 8, because we have the 8 here, and then the height will be full frame. And then inside the for loop, let's draw this image. So now we should have, not quite. Oh, these are still the same. So I have to say x point y. Let's see now. Okay, now it's there, but actually you cannot see it because one thing we could do, let's use 0 here. So now it's easier to see. So now it's just repeating. It's repeating this first frame all the time. And then what we could do is to say that like this could be random width. Again, that's a bit too much. Maybe we could say noise frame count times 0.01. And then let's just, what did I write? Okay, this, let's just multiply that with width. So here's the, here's what we're getting the x coordinate from. Let's try to run this. So now it's kind of changing all the time. And then I'm going to do a trick. I'll just add I here, because now this this is the second parameter for the noise function, and the I will, each frame it will be the same, 0 for the first one, and then 1 for the next one, and so forth. So here, so now we're kind of getting something weird happening. And then what we could do is that we could have we could, it's a bit tricky now, but let's do another variable called j, and let's again do it 8 times and then say j++. And then let's add this whole thing we just wrote inside of that. And now I'm pressing Shift Tab to indent this well. And j is smaller than 8. And now what we can do is to say that let's move this, let's define this y variable here. And now I'm opening my drawing thing. Actually, I can just open it here. Oops. Sorry. Editor, and then File. I'm just opening this table draw here. Full screen. Okay. So now we get into this confusing world of nested for loops. So let's say that if for let for let x equal 0, x is smaller than, again I'm using small numbers so I can draw this thing, and then x plus plus. So now if you think about the screen or the canvas we have here, first, because this thing here is x, so first we will have 0 and then we will have 1. Let's think about that. We have a canvas with 4 pixels. So then the first one will be 0.0. The next one will be, the x coordinate will be 1.0. Here the y coordinate will be 1 and x coordinate will be 0. And here it will be 1.1. So now if we are iterating the x coordinate here, we are saying that first x is 0 and then x is 1. And if we would like to go through all of these pixels, what we would need to do is to say, write another for loop. For let y equal 0, y is smaller than 2, and then y plus plus. And let's do these curly brackets here again. All right, and now what happens is that, and then let's just draw a point to x point y. So in the first run, y will be 0. So we will be here, and then we get into this thing, and then x will be also 0. So we are drawing a point here. And then we'll increment the x and run this for loop again. So now x will be 1, but the y is still 0. So then we will draw a dot here. And now we're incrementing the x again, but now we see that it's not true anymore. So then we exit this for loop. And now we increment the y coordinates. And now y is 1, which is still smaller than 2. So now we run this thing again. So y is 1, x is 0. So we draw a dots here. And then we increment the x again and check that x is still smaller than 2. So then now x is 1 and y is 1. Now we increment the x again, and now 2 is not smaller than 2. So we go here and then increment the y again, and now again it's not true because 2 is not smaller than 2. So let's try that in practice. Now we have this variable j, and say that let y equal I times height divided by 8. Maybe it would be a good idea to have a variable for this 8, because now it would be difficult to change this everywhere. So that's y, and then let's and then Now this thing here is too big, so like it's expanding to multiple rows. So let's write that open. So let's cam x equal this thing. So this will be the x coordinate for the video we are grabbing. Now I'm not even bothering using the noise map function, because this is a number between 0 and 1. So if I multiply it with width, it will be a number between 0 and width. And I'll just copy this for the cam y. And again, I'm just adding some arbitrary value here so that the cam x and cam y won't be the same. And then x point y, and then the last thing to do is just to divide this height again by 8. So there we go. Wonder if that might work. So this should be j, because I isn't defined here. And then this thing is wrong. Now it should be actually cam x and cam y. And let's change this to j. I don't know anymore. Okay, there we go. So now like stuff is happening, and it's quite interesting. Yeah. And now like maybe we could do it so that I'm just commenting this out. We could say that let cam x equal mouse x, let cam y equal mouse y. So now all these tiles are getting using this big grabbing this subframe underneath my cursor. So that's kind of interesting. And then what we could do here is to add like some randomness here, or maybe like I'll copy this thing. And I'll just change this variable bit, and then maybe I'll multiply this with well, now I have to map this. Sorry about this. Okay, this is a bit confusing. Maybe this is enough for this video. And I'll also map this. Because the point is that I wanted to also have negative values here. Let's see if this works anymore. No. So I'm giving enough arguments here. Okay, this is wrong. Yeah. So now they're like shifting a little bit. Maybe let's just change this to 50. Okay, I think this video is kind of done now. So now it's kind of again like an abstract composition of this this original video, and it's kind of moving nicely. Maybe let me just try if I take this off, do something like this. Okay, I would need to work on these numbers here, but anyways, that's kind of it. I think I had the I'll save this, and maybe I can open the other one I made. Is the video tiles. I can upload both the source code for both of these. So now I have this function, when mouse is clicked, it will randomize some of these positions and jiggle this around. So I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, that's it. I'll quickly upload these videos to YouTube, and then we can have a social session together in the beginning of the lecture. All right, thanks a lot.